Hi, Ricky here from Tech Talk, doing a live coverage of Nokia's event. I think it's a new Lumia phone that was leaked last night. So filming it, tweeting it, picturing it. So make sure to follow me on Twitter at News Gadgets, and to check out my YouTube Tech Talk and my Facebook page Tech Talk as well. All links will be in Twitter and videos when it's all filmed and done. Problems with our audio there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the conference will start in 5 minutes.
So as you just heard, they're going to start in a little one. So I'll pause the camera and come back when they're started.
Good morning and welcome and thank you for coming. I'm Jo Harlow. I'm the head of Nokia's Smart Devices Business Unit.
Hello, and I'm Stefan Pandecker from Nokia Design. Over the next 40 minutes, Joe and I will take you through our next installment of what is going to be a great summer of announcements from Nokia. We're going to show you how we're innovating, how we will create this differentiation in the marketplace, and how we will continue to build better products for people. And we have a great Nokia Lumia smartphone to show you as well.
When we launched the Nokia Lumia 920, our camera engineers delivered a great camera engine that allowed 5 times more light in for the best low-light camera phone in the industry. Optical image stabilization was the breakthrough, and of course, it was an incredible feat of engineering to get all of that technology into this small form. It let people eliminate blur from their pictures by eliminating hand movement. And we were the first to do anything like that. But the magic is not in the engineering. The magic is the balance between the lens, the sensors, and the software algorithms to deliver great low-light pictures. But our engineers, and I would say myself, are never satisfied. So they've been working hard to bring even more performance and capability to our Lumia portfolio.
And in that spirit, we created the Nokia Lumia 928, which we just announced with Verizon Wireless in the US. The Lumia 928 contains the same camera engine as the Lumia 920. It has a beautiful, super sharp and crisp 4.5-inch pure motion HD Plus display, and it has inbuilt wireless charging, which Joe likes very much. On top of that, it has a powerful speaker for those of us who really like to share their music, and it has incredible industry-leading distortion-free sound recording capability. And that's really exciting as well, because once you take a video with your beautiful PureView camera, you also want the sound. You want to capture the sound and the mood of the moment as well. And that you can do with this device. Now, we did a little experiment. We actually did a little video with Ed Sheeran over in the US, only using Lumia 928 devices. And we want to show you this video now.
Let's listen to the clarity of the sound.
Yeah. So the Lumia 928 sounds great, it looks great, and it feels great as well. And the product is basically built like all our Lumias now recently. It's a two-part construction, starting with a polycarbonate monobody in the back and a beautifully sculpted glass on top of the screen. And if you look at that, the front, the screen really goes edge to edge, and the glass goes really edge to edge, really creating a powerful image, and really allows people to focus on what's important to them, which ultimately is the screen, the home screen, and all the applications they're using. So we're continuing to really push design and the boundaries of design. We're continuing to explore new manufacturing technologies, and we're also continuing to look at new design approaches to materials. Materials such as metal.
So say hello to the Nokia Lumia 925.
It's been a long journey.
One more time.
Thank you.
So the Nokia Lumia 925, the most innovative smartphone in the world, just got better. And here's how. First, we've advanced the camera lens technology and software algorithms to deliver even better pictures and video, including in low light. Second, we have the Nokia Smart Camera application, which we're going to demonstrate to you in a little bit, which allows you to take the best shot, allows you to capture the most magical moments, and, as you'll see in a bit, the most fabulous action shots. And third, this beautiful metal rim that we have around the body of the Lumia 925 delivers a gorgeous design, but not only that, it's a fabulous antenna.
So a while ago, we at Nokia committed to what we call a materials-based design approach. And that started with the question, how can we actually build better products? And what materials allow us to build better products? And then, how do we design with those materials in mind to create better products? And that approach really led us to a path of really beautiful products, products that you all have seen, the Lumia 920, the 820, the 720, the 620, and the 520, all built around the same design principles. Two-part construction, polycarbonate monobodies, vibrant color. Those are the type of things that people immediately responded to, very positive and excited. At the same time, we realized that some people like metal, and actually we do too. Done in the right way, metal can be incredibly great enabler for beautiful construction and a beautiful crafted quality of a product. And this is what the Lumia 925 is all about. So let's have a closer look. In the side view, you see actually just the aluminum frame. And this aluminum frame contains the antenna construction as well, which means that we have a product here built out of metal that has absolutely incredible antenna performance. Just the way it should be, better products. The frame encloses a beautiful 4.5-inch AMOLED display with clear black technology on top of it. It is our brightest yet. It is readable in bright sunlight and from all kinds of angles. The beautiful front view is really completed by the curved glass that you see here as well. The back shows an inserted plate into the aluminum frame. And this plate comes in white and in gray for the silver gray versions, and in black for the dark anodized versions. All of them being beautifully serene and pure, just like our other products. And the back plate contains the 8.7 megapixel OIS module, car-size optics, and the flash. All this together builds a beautiful product, beautifully refined, beautifully crafted. And you'll notice also here on the back 3 dots. Those 3 dots are contacts for wireless charging covers.
And that's for people like me, who absolutely love wireless charging. Since we introduced wireless charging with the Lumia 920, The reaction has been simply fantastic. Our accessories range has allowed people to bring wireless charging into their homes, into their offices, wherever they would like to stay charged all the time. So we've also introduced partnerships that have brought wireless charging into public spaces as well. We're absolutely committed to wireless charging, and so with the Lumia 925, we've introduced a very sleek and slim wireless charging cover that simply snaps on, just like that, and here you go, you're ready to start charging. Now, if you're like me, you like a bit of color. And in fact, I find it difficult to live without a little bit of red or a little bit of yellow wherever I go. So we've created the same covers in the range of Lumia colors, and again, very simple. Snap it on, you're ready to go wireless charging, and you have the beautiful Lumia color. Now, the other thing that you'll notice is that the camera detail remains prominent even with the wireless cover on. And that's because as I said before, our camera engineers have delivered the most advanced lens technology and software algorithms in order to be able to deliver clearer, brighter, and sharper pictures and video than ever before. And in the normal camera mode, we can deliver 8 megapixel images. And in the smart camera mode, where we have a multi-frame capability, we're delivering 5 megapixel images that you'll see in a few minutes. But we're not the only ones who love our camera technology. And in fact, when we launch the Lumia 925, when we start shipping, I'm going to be very excited to welcome Hipstamatic to Windows Phone with a very unique application that they've created. Hipstamatic and the Ogle community is a community of millions of very creative people who love photography. And the guys at Hipstamatic have created this app. So it's the only other platform that this app is available on other than iPhone that takes advantage of the unique abilities of the Windows Phone platform. And I have a sneak peek, so let's take a look at that. So if I launch the app here, the first thing we're going to see is going to be a camera mode where you can take pictures, and it comes with a number of filters. So you have just the generic filter, but you also have a nighttime filter, a portrait filter. You have a food filter for those of us who like to take pictures of our food. And then if you want to go in and look at some pictures using the Windows Phone Panorama, the first screen you see is your library. So these are all the pictures that you have that you've taken or that you've curated. A different way of viewing your pictures is also in your profile page. So here is a profile page, in this case a profile page of Molly Sullivan, who has over 300 followers on Ogle. Now her collection is all of her images, but then she can see the ones that she's captured or her favorites, those that she's curated from her own collection or from the collection of others. If I go further, here's the feed screen where I can search and look at any of the images from the Ogle community. I have a timeline view where I can see what people have posted about my pictures or what I have posted about theirs, who's following me. And then from the app, I can also buy more stuff. I can buy more filters, more special effects that make my images even more fun to share. So when we're talking about sharing, let's just take a look at that. So if I wanted to share this picture of Molly, what I would do is I would just hit the share button, and then I can select. First of all, I can add a short description, but then I can select my networks that I want to share to. So I can select Facebook, I can select Pinterest, I can select Flickr, Tumblr, Twitter, Foursquare, and yes, I can select Instagram. So this is a fantastic app for people who love photography, who want to participate in this community of creative people. And I'm really, really excited to start shipping the 925 and start using this Hipstamatic app.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great app. And as you know, we push camera technology like crazy, OIS, Carl Zeiss optics, and all those things. But we actually also create experiences for people who actually want to be creative with their images as well. That's why we have an imaging software team in London, Sweden, as well as in Espoo and in Tampere in Finland. And these guys have been developing applications like Cinemagraph, for example, really allowing people to have fun with the brilliant pictures they take with their Lumia devices. And today, I'm really proud to announce another really great camera experience from these guys, and that's the Nokia Smart Camera. Nokia Smart Camera, it takes multi-frame shots and combines them with a great editor that really allows people to take these images and really get creative with them, and all from a single app. So let me show you that. Joe showed you an image of some of our imaging engineers, and so I'm going to just take that one as well. I'm going to go to Photos. I'll go to the camera row, and then I have all the images here, and I have the image of our 3 frames here. And as you can see, you have a little link down below the image saying captured by Nokia Smart Cam. If I tap that link, what happens is the editor view is opened within the app. And then I have several views that I can choose and that allow me to do a couple of things with these images. The first one is best shot. So what the app does is it suggests which one of the 10 frames that you shot resulted in the best image overall. And these are all in their own right great images in terms of megapixel. Each of these frames is 5 megapixel. Nobody else does that. So I can choose, I can trust the software and say, yeah, that's the best image, or I can have a look. But I kind of agree, yeah, that was the best shot. Then I go to the next one, and that's the action shot. And we're going to have some fun with the action shot later anyway. But I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. The action shot superimposes all the different frames on top of on top of each other, and that allows us to have this sense of motion. It's a little bit like a slow motion image that you have here, and you can actually take away frames very intuitively, or you can add a frame again and really play around with this a little bit. You can also add a fade effect so that you can actually increase the sense of motion. So here, for example, the fade effect was applied to some of the frames, but one frame doesn't have it. If I want to play around with this and actually have the fade effect end up somewhere else in the image, I can do that straight away. It's very simple and very fun, super engaging. The next view I want to show you is the motion focus view and the editing options you have here. The motion focus basically creates a motion blur in the background and crystallizes and clarifies the front picture. So here you can see again our friend passing by these guys, and I can have a little bit smaller motion blur or a little bit stronger motion blur. And I can again start playing around with this and edit this image on the fly. I can always save these images and change them later because the app keeps all the information. Change faces is another great editor view, and this is really a good one, right? When you take a picture with more than 2 or 3 people, immediately everybody looks strange on one of the pictures. You spend half an hour getting a picture where you actually the way you want to remember all these 3 guys, for example. So here, what this does is it allows you to choose the different faces from the different frames that you took, and then basically superimpose them. This is Yuha. He's one of our imaging guys. He's also here, so if you have questions later, he can tell you a lot about this. There he is. So Yuha is a good-looking young man. There you can see him. But you know, sometimes he does look like that. So I can just remember him the way I know him in this case, right? I'm not going to upload this anywhere, so don't worry. And then the last view is the remove moving objects view. So I don't know about you, but I see people, especially where I live, close to Portobello Road, I see tourists trying to take pictures of their loved ones or friends, but there's always some guy walking in. Always, always, always. So the remove moving objects view actually filters these guys out. So immediately you have a picture where you have just the 3 guys that you want to see on the picture and everybody's gone. If you want to edit some stranger in, you can do that still, and that's fine, but basically the app filters these guys out. So these are the 5 editing modes that we have in this application, and I think it's really powerful, and it's really fun as well to do this, right? Imagine doing this with your friends when you do sports or with your kids. So it's really a different interaction with photos and with images. So this is so easy to do that we thought we'd give you a live demo of this. And and so what's quite interesting at Nokia is that everybody at Nokia seems to know that Joe was once the captain of the women's basketball team of Duke University in North Carolina in the US. So basically, what we're planning to do is we're gonna show you a demo where Joe shows you what she has learned at university, right? So I'm gonna take the picture and then I'm gonna share with you how the whole thing turned out. So wish me luck. All right, and I'm gonna join in the audience to take a really good picture. Joe, are you ready? All right. Okay, Joe.
You say when.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Excellent. Let's go. Okay, let's see what we have.
Yes, let's see. It's a little bit lower from when I used to play, but
yeah, we had that arranged for you.
Yeah.
So here's now the best shot view. Let's have a look here. What happens? I'm gonna open it. So here you are, Joe.
But my feet are on the floor in this one.
Yeah,
that cannot be the best
that
shot.
cannot be the best one. So let's have a look. There must be a better one than that. Let's have a look here. There you go. Look here. Airborne. And this one, huh? Man, you haven't lost anything, right? It's
No,
just,
not at all.
just the same. Amazing. So, this is what we do all the time at Nokia, by the way. So, and here's the action shot, Joanne. What do you think, huh? I think
you can do better.
I think this
Makes me look better.
I think this is pretty amazing. I'll put the fade on, and of course we focus you again here when you're taking off. What do you think?
Yeah. Okay.
I could actually now save this and upload this on Twitter or something like that. But
I'll look forward to that.
But I'll leave that up to you. Maybe you want to do an edited version if you want to. And here we have the motion focus as well. So here you basically see, again, Joe going for it with a motion blur in the background. And again, with low and high motion blur. And of course, again, I can choose which frame I really want to emphasize here.
Yeah, because you have to... I'm never going to live this down. So.
Excellent. So this is something we wanted to show you because we think it's absolutely engaging, exciting, and fun. And I hope you have seen also Stephen Elop. He was also there on the image, so
totally,
he was excited too.
He was totally amazed.
Yeah,
I know.
exactly.
So I think one of the great things about Nokia Smart Camera is that whatever you do, you can go back whenever you want and edit again and again and again. And as I said before, the result is a great quality 5-megapixel image.
Exactly.
So the Nokia Smart Camera is our latest unique experience for our Nokia Lumia portfolio. So it will launch with the Nokia Lumia 925, and then later this summer we'll make it available via a firmware update that we're calling Nokia Lumia Amber, that will make the Nokia Smart Camera available to our whole portfolio of Lumia Windows Phone 8 devices. Our promise is to keep bringing new experiences and new capabilities to our portfolios so that people can get fresh experiences, continue to enjoy their Lumia, and continue to love the experience.
Exactly. And as this is a Lumia smartphone, it comes with audio and great additional services such as mapping and navigation from here, which is a truly integrated location navigation application. And it makes it really easy to choose your destination at an address or a point of interest, and then choose how you want to get there, either by foot, by public transport, or by car. And what I love about Nokia Maps as well, that they're available offline. So what you can do is you can really look at your maps while you're, for example, in the underground where you don't have a signal, or if you, as I hope you do, go abroad this summer for vacation and you want to navigate still without creating a huge data bill.
And then there's Nokia Music. With Nokia Music, you can stream and listen to any of the great playlists that our musicologists have created, as well as create your own. Our musicologists are really passionate people who love music, and they make the playlists very relevant, very local, and bang on trend. So if you're willing to spend just a little bit more money for Nokia Music Plus and pay the small subscription fee, you can download as many playlists as you like and listen to them offline. You can listen to them on your phone, you can listen to them online, you can listen to them on your PC or tablet with the recently announced Windows 8 application.
Right. And finally, every Nokia smartphone comes with access to a rich catalog of high-quality apps, just like the Hipstamatic app that you just showed, Joe. And we have now 145,000 apps for Windows Phone available, and we're adding new apps all the time. We now have Hulu Plus, Zinio, Tumblr, Go Comics, Pandora, JobLens, and Temple Run in the catalog as well. But on Nokia Lumia, developers are creating exclusive experiences as well for us. Like, for example, Foursquare, who are using augmented reality and Nokia and Here Maps to make it easier to navigate and to make it more fun to navigate and explore the world. Or Burton, who built their tune-up playlists and their snowboarding apps by linking to Nokia Music APIs.
So, in summary, the Nokia Lumia 925. Beautiful, gorgeous design. Great camera technology and software. The Nokia Smart Camera for taking fun action shots and other kinds of fun pictures. Here Maps, Nokia Music, wireless charging. The most innovative smartphone in the world did just get better. And it's only May 14th, and we're going to start shipping in June. At a price point around 469 euros without or before subsidies and taxes. We'll be launching with operators around the world. For example, in the US, we'll be launching the Nokia Lumia 925 with T-Mobile US, as their flagship, which means that with the Lumia 920, the Lumia 925, and the Lumia 928, we'll have flagship devices in three of the most important operators in the US market. In China, we'll be launching with China Mobile and China Unicom, two of the largest operators in the world. And in Europe, we'll be launching with Vodafone in Germany, UK, Italy, and Spain. And I'm really, really pleased to bring to the stage and introduce you to Patrick Chaumet from Vodafone to tell you more about what they're planning to do with the Lumia 925. So Patrick.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, full house. So I'm going to talk to you about, obviously, the Lumia, but also Vodafone and what we see. Interesting times, lots of changes. Over the last 5 years at Vodafone, I was looking at the numbers just now. We've procured 300 million devices shipping in the 20 markets. So that's a lot of devices, which gets me the privilege of being in these events every now and then. But also the benefit of having a good view of what's happening and what people like and consumer choices and how the market evolves. So a few things I wanted to share with you. What we see right now is absolutely staggering. We see that now half of the email accesses and more than half of the internet connections are being made through a mobile. We expect next year 1 billion smartphones to ship, which will at that time represent about actually over half of the shipments. So that's huge, huge. And we could say, well, that's it, game over. Actually, it's not. It's just the start, because that number would only at that time represent about 23% of base penetration worldwide, which means there is 77% to go. So it's only the start, and we are seeing exciting changes. So consumers now want more choice. They know about the smartphones, but they want to see more choice, more brands, more designs, more experiences. And of course, this is why we've been working with Nokia. Nokia is a long-time historical partner of ours, still a big supplier in our handset portfolio in all the segments. We've been collaborating with Nokia and Microsoft on the Lumia range, which we launched across the top markets in Europe since January. And what we see is kind of exciting. Early sales are good, but more important than the early sales is the feedback I'm getting actually from customers and from our own salespeople who are really happy to run around with the device. So you can go around in London, Düsseldorf, or Madrid, Barcelona, or in Milan, and you can just ask them what they think about it. So it's pretty good. The 925 is one which is close to me personally, because that's one that Joe and I have discussed at fairly early stage. And I love the 920, but sorry, in this kind of event we only say good things, but I'm not known to be politically correct. So I do love the 920, but the 920 I always said to Joe is a bit heavy and a bit kind of, for European tests, you can do better. So Joe came, I think, back in September and showed these early designs of the 925 to us. And I said, this is great. This is a really, really slick, a thin product. I think it's a great Nokia all-rounder. It's kind of an all-purpose smartphone that will fit male and female audiences likewise. Great screen, but still quite compact. So from my point of view, this is a good launch, a very good product, which we are happy to pioneer. All have been said about the device. From my perspective, few things to highlight. One is the design, which is very sleek and thin, sophisticated. Part of it is the live kind of Windows-style experience, which we got good feedback on. More techy, but very important for us, network operators, and for customers. This device is LTE, has all kind of frequency bands. You know, LTE is complicated in Europe. You have huge fragmentation of frequency bands. It covers all the bands in Europe, and we have very, very strong antenna performance. We are known to be fairly picky on RF performance, and that's another thing that we work with Nokia on for a long time. So it's very good performance. And last but not the least, if there is one of the full experiences to highlight, it's true that the imaging and video performance of that device is way above average, and we measured it. So it's a very, very strong device. I like to say next that we are super happy to launch it initially in our 4 big European markets. You would have heard about Vodafone Red, which is our new offering across Vodafone. So Vodafone Red is a simple, worry-free contract plan, which includes unlimited messaging, unlimited voice across all networks. It includes very large, generous data allowances. It includes the capabilities to attach your family or multiple devices on the account, as well as bring your home tariff abroad on roaming. So it's a very, very compelling offer. We will be having the Lumia 925 on the Vodafone markets with the 32 gigabyte variant exclusive, which is great for our customers because with that kind of video and imaging performance, the ability to store more is very important and relevant, and therefore we'll be offering that product with 32 gigabytes exclusively on Vodafone, initially in Germany, UK, Spain, and Italy. Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick. Thanks a lot. So finally, with the Nokia Lumia 925, the most innovative smartphone in the world just got better. But I can't wait to see you later this summer when we will continue to bring new innovation and new experience to our Lumia portfolio. Thank you.